let's talk about it. So this had to do the interview that Priscilla did a few days ago. And of course, just like I predicted, I knew the video was going to go viral. And of course, because they talked a lot about different topics. And of course, on this video, we're going to talk about her reply when she was being asked about her husband being in entertainment industry and of course having friends which don't have that good reputation when it comes to women. Like, what does she think? Does she feel like she's scared sometimes because of, young ladies always throw themselves at these celebrities? But it was Priscilla's intelligence, I would say emotional intelligence, that really made people feel like, hold on a minute, this girl is smart. And from the comment section, it made me think, so they did not know that she was this smart. So this got me feeling like baby girl is definitely growing her audience, because I'm finding out that a lot of people are actually finding out the type of a person that she really is, or rather they probably never heard her talk about marriage or relationship issues, and now that she's talking about it, they're like, wow. It's the way she was so transparent about it, and she was, oh God, I don't even, let me play your for her.
Seriously, you are a human being.
Yeah.
I mean, he's an artist.
Yeah.
An artist, people run mad for them. Artists.
That's crazy.
Because of that stage energy.
Yeah.
Is there like 1% worry that this young women...
I've already done this video, but because of the comment section, it prompted me to do this video again. So you all heard the guy asking Priscilla because of the industry and how musicians are a target, honey. I remember there's this one case with Drake where a lady, he had intercourse with a lady and the lady hid one of the protection that they used, but did not know that Drake actually had put chili pepper in there. So she tried to inseminate herself using that, and then a few months later go and say that she's pregnant. But when instead of getting pregnant, baby girl started feeling itchy down there, then she tried to sue Drake. Drake had actually infected her with some disease, and Drake was like, I never infected you with anything, girl. We had S with protection, condoms, you know what I'm saying? And if you did, you contracted something, it's probably because you insert yourself with the wastage that I left there inside the condom, because I added pepper in there, and that is how the case was thrown out. And that to say is, this is how targeted artists are. You know what I'm saying? They're just these women who are waiting on them like vultures, conniving, planning each and every day on how to get them, to secure their future, basically, because they know that an artist will eat probably for the rest of their lives because of the royalties. Okay, let's continue. Apart from that, we are also hearing of ladies who are getting pregnant from musicians. So I would say the real reason why they're even getting themselves, because if you know you don't want to get pregnant, if you are a woman, apart from a man, we're talking from a woman's point of view, because you'll be the one to take care of that baby, it's because they know that there's some check there.
Left to him is
I like it.
Yeah.
It's not about them, it's about him.
It's not about them, it's about him. It's the man. That's why they say the man of the house is the one that would decide, is the one. So if he decides to go that route, it's his decision to make. Do you understand?
Exactly my point. It takes two to tangle. Not unless if he got drugged or there were some criminalities that were done that forced him to be in a certain situation, but that's criminal case right there, right? But you know, the last time we checked, honey, these musicians be doing things that like they be being caught red-handed on camera doing the things that they be doing. And Prince is like, is man of the house, and if he decided that is what he want to do, if he decided that he want to ruin his family because, looking at something and liking it is not really a sin, right? It is when it comes to religion books, because that is more like fornication with the eye, right? Liking something, because looking the first time is not bad, but looking the second time, that is fornication. But that is a story for another time. But the fact that they did not only look that nyash, they admired that nyash, and they decided to act on their feelings. The act now is where the problems start to be. The fact that they exchange numbers, the fact that he had the time to go in and meet this girl the first time, leave alone the multiple time that will follow, That one right there is that man already breaking his house, basically. Okay, so Prissy is like, you know what? If that is what this man wanna do, then let him do. You know what I'm saying? Me, I'm cool. You know?
Well, I feel like, of course, it's not easy, it's not easy for women to throw themselves at you, but it's also your discipline and your decision to make. And I think he's a very disciplined person.
Yeah.
When it comes to discipline, that is one thing that we can vow for Juma Jukes, because we've seen the track record in terms of, him being forced with friends and public and trolls and online bullies simply get a girl pregnant. You know what I'm saying? Because celebrities, especially men, are out here having 12 baby mamas, the likes of Young Boy and Future. You know what I'm saying? And Jukes was like, nah, bro, I know I'm capable of having a baby. I ain't gonna succumb to all this pressure that you guys are trying to put me in. I know I'm capable of having that baby, so I'm going to wait for the right person. And holy, when he met the right person, the pregnancy just entered a pop.
Yeah, he is.
So you trust him?
Of course.
He's accountable for what he chooses to
do. 100%.
And of course, with that being said, Prissy said that, it's not about the other women, bro. Like, he can admire, do all that, because at the end of the day, you don't know people's brain and what they're thinking, but what they do on those feelings are what will determine how that will go. And this got to show you that this is a confident woman right here talking. This is a woman who knows what she's bringing goddamn to the table. You know what I'm saying? She's the table at that point. So one person says she's right. A man cheating is his decision to make and a consequence to live with. It should never be about you or the other woman. And thank God, because I don't know why every time a man cheats, they start to troll the woman. Especially in African society, where people start to ask, oh, maybe it's no cooking for the guy and this and that. Another person said how she's 25 and intelligence is very commendable and understanding, a queen and more, darling. Ooh. Another person said when a woman is faithful and her husband cheats, it means the infidelity is a result of his choice and not internal issues, rather than a failure of her devotion. While a faithful marriage implies trust, a partner cheating is usually the cheating spouse lack integrity, have low self-discipline, or is dealing with unaddressed personal struggles. I love when I read some eloquent English like this. Like I haven't read something like this. You know what I'm saying? If I wasn't married, I'll get me a Nigerian man. Maybe I should get me a Nigerian second husband. Yeah, they're trying to change a law in Kenya where you are able to have 2 husbands. But will my husband agree? Anyway, let's continue. Another person said, yes, so it's always the cheating partner. If they decide to cheat, because loyalty is a must, not something you should pray or beg for. Hallelujah. Another person said, intelligent reply. Okay? There are men who don't cheat. Yes, there are men who don't cheat. Cheating is a choice, and I don't want to hear, I cannot help it. You know what I'm saying? Another person said, I love her response. The other person says, sincerely, a secure woman knows she is not the reason for any man's behavior. Okay? Another person said, she's a full package worthy of emulate. Young woman, take note. The young women take note. Priscilla doesn't talk much, but when she does, her statements are always priceless, understanding, and impressive. Love, love. May joy and happiness always be upon your family. This woman is very smart. Her parents did well raising her. It's my thing, right? In the few years that I've been in a marriage, a lot of women are going through so much, especially the ones with a lot of kids or kids. When they're not financially stable, they don't want to leave the marriage because they're like, what will happen to my kids? My kids will have to drop from school. So you continue to living with a man who is treating you like trash for the sake of your kids. Or some people will not leave because of stigma. They're like, how will my friends look at me? How will I survive? Like, I don't want to be a single mother. So there's a lot that comes with women who go through things. But something that I've learned, right? I think before you think about marriage, or even if you're already in one, just take it from me. Make sure that you have something that is all your own. Even if your husband is giving you lots and lots of money, probably every month or every week, make sure that you have something that is generating money on your own. You don't have to depend on that man, because the moment you start to depend on him on anything, that's where some small disrespect started coming there and there. And that's when he started to feel like he's entitled to do this because he's the one who is bringing in the money that is securing. Like, bro, just be you without the other person first before you let them in.